Welcome back to part 2 of our European Vespa adventure.
Before we continue our adventure, here's a quick recap of part 1. We left Dublin port full of excitement and sailed across the Irish Sea and the English Channel to Cherbourg, France, where our European road trip officially began. In the morning, while still on the ferry, we spent some time strolling around the deck, enjoying the fresh sea air and taking in the peaceful views before arriving in France.
Where is the rampa?
And there it is, the port of Cherbourg. It's our first glimpse of mainland France. The ferry journey is almost over, and in just a short while, our Vespa adventure across Europe officially begins. We can't wait to hit the road.
Gonna get coffee.
After arriving in Cherbourg, France, it was time for my wife and me to continue our journey. We departed Cherbourg at around 3 p.m. Our destination for the day was the peaceful town of Louveciennes, just outside Paris. It was going to be another long ride, but we were excited to get back on our trusted Vespa GTS 300 and see what the road had waiting for us.
Our first stop was the passport checkpoint. After a quick inspection, we were given the all clear. With everything in order, the adventure could truly begin as we crossed into Cherbourg, where powerful winds swept across the harbor and welcomed us to France. From Cherbourg, our first stop was the historic town of Sainte-Mère-Église in Normandy, famous for its D-Day history and the brave events of June 1944. We finally arrived in Cherbourg and our European road trip was officially underway. To be honest, riding in France took a little adjustment. In Ireland, we use right-hand drive vehicles and travel on the left side of the road. Here in France, vehicles are left-hand drive and everyone travels on the right. My brain was still trying to recalibrate, just like the GPS. I missed a couple of turns and managed to get us lost twice at the beginning of our journey, but it was all part of the fun. We laughed, turned around, and continued riding. Sometimes the wrong road becomes part of the best memories. Not long into our journey, we decided to stop in the famous village of Sainte-Mère-Église for a coffee break. Our plan was simple: stretch our legs, enjoy a hot drink, and continue on our way. But as soon as we arrived, we realized something special was happening. The village was full of people, music, military vehicles, and visitors enjoying a local event.
Happening here. Hi.
The atmosphere was incredible. It felt as though history had come alive once again. Everyone was smiling, taking photos, and enjoying the celebrations.
Hello.
We walked around the village, admired the historic buildings,
Hey, what's going on?
watched the activities, and simply enjoyed being part of the atmosphere. Sometimes, the best moments of a journey are the ones you never planned. Completely absorbed by the experience, we forgot to check the time. Before we knew it, it was already 6 o'clock in the evening. Then reality hit us. We still had almost 4 hours of riding ahead before reaching Louveciennes. After taking in this remarkable place, we continued our journey southeast to Louveciennes, a charming town just outside Paris, where we stopped for the night before the next stage of our adventure. Now, it's time to continue the journey as we head off to discover even more of France and beyond. Before leaving Sainte-Mère-Église, we made one more important stop. This was our first fuel stop of the journey, and I wanted to fill up our reserve jerry can, just in case. The evening ride through Normandy was beautiful. As the sun slowly began to set, the countryside took on warm, golden colors. Long shadows stretched across the roads, and every village we passed seemed even more peaceful than before. Although we still had a long distance to cover, there was something magical about riding during the evening. The roads became quieter, the air became cooler, and every kilometer brought us closer to our destination. Traveling by Vespa is unlike any other way of exploring. You don't simply drive through a place, you become part of it. You feel the changing temperature, smell the fresh countryside, hear the sounds of small villages, and appreciate details that would easily be missed inside a car. For us, the journey has never been just about reaching the destination. It is about discovering unexpected places, meeting friendly people, and collecting memories that will stay with us forever. Hour after hour, our Vespa GTS 300 continued to carry us comfortably across France. As darkness fell, we continued riding toward Louveciennes, knowing we still had several hours ahead of us. The roads were quiet, the traffic had almost disappeared, and the cool evening air reminded us how long we had been on the road. We were tired, but the excitement of the journey kept us going. Finally, after an unforgettable day of riding, we arrived in Louveciennes. It was already 2 o'clock in the morning. We were exhausted after such a long day, but our hearts were full of unforgettable memories. What started as a simple ride from Cherbourg had turned into an incredible adventure. Beautiful roads through Normandy, an unexpected stop in Sainte-Mère-Église, the wonderful atmosphere of the local celebration, and hours of riding together across the French countryside. As we parked the Vespa and unloaded our luggage, we couldn't help but smile. Days like this remind us why we love motorcycle travel so much. Tomorrow would bring another adventure, but for now, it was finally time to rest.